We actually we actually weren't recording, but that's okay. But no, yeah, I remember seeing you on Facebook a long time ago. Um, and I remember you were like an entrepreneur for a long time. And you were always, it just seemed like you were always a positive person, always wanted to grow. And that's why we kind of thought, this might be a good good person to hop on the podcast with us for our first one. Um, and then I know that, in the last couple years, or maybe 3 years, you took on the cleaning business. Yep.
Yes. Yep. So it's been a total of 4 years when I started with my mom. And then I went into business full time within the last year and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when you first were starting that, and you were like, I'm super excited, and I hope it goes really well. And I know it has gone very well, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
it's been
for
awesome.
sure.
It's so
Aiden.
good to see you, Olivia.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm so excited. I have some good questions ready up for you.
Awesome. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, no, I knew you. I've known you a little bit less longer than Justin, but from the time that we've known each other, we used to, we used to do business together, and we're going to talk about that, and I won't spoil anything, but you've been through some adversity and you've been through some stuff, and now you're on the other side doing what you're doing and rocking in business.
Yeah. And I honestly wouldn't trade it for anything. It's been amazing.
Yeah, okay. Hayden, what's up, brother?
How's it going?
Hey, going good, man. You look older today, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
yeah,
Thanks.
happy birthday, man. Good to
Happy-
see you. How old are you? Like 23 now?
Yeah, right.
But
You're like, how old are you, Hayden? Like 35?
I don't know. Age is just a number.
yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah, that's true. You're like 15. You're like have a spirit of like a 15 or 18-year-old still.
Yeah,
But
I try to stay young.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, Hayden, should we kick this off?
Yeah.
I know that I know that you kind of wanted to hop right into it because I know you and Olivia have never met, so I think it'd be good for you to hop it off and ask her some questions about where her story and how she got started and all that stuff.
Yeah, sweet. Olivia, it's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. I'm super excited.
Yeah, so tell me, I know Justin and Cody know a little bit more about you, but I guess tell everybody else here who's going to listen to this, who you are, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Olivia. I started my cleaning business about 4 years ago. I started with my mom around COVID time, and that time it was really hard to obviously get clients because at that time everything was shut down. But we had 7 clients, and then my mom decided to move to Colorado. She said, well, if you want to take over the business full time, you certainly can. So I said, okay. And I was really, really, really scared to go in full time because I'm like, well, what if I'm not able to gain the clients and all that? And then I decided to go all in, and now I'm here and I'm so, so grateful.
That's awesome. That's so cool that your mom was like, hey, you want to take this over, and you jumped on it. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it was scary though. I was afraid. I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. And then, yeah. But
What was your biggest fears going into it?
My biggest fear, honestly, was leaving my job and making sure that I was going to have income. That was scary. It's very scary.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm honestly going through that right now.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a little savings, but it's definitely a fear of mine that I have right now. So,
Yeah.
how would you somebody in that position? What advice would you give them?
I would say, honestly, just go all in, because if you don't go all in, then I don't know, you're going to have regrets if you don't.
Yeah. Did you quit your full-time job right away and then just start cleaning, or what did that look like?
I started gaining clientele and I was still working full time. And then in January of last year is when I was able to gain enough clients, I was able to leave my job and be able to do that. So I was still working and building clientele at the same time. And once I had enough clients, then that's when I left my job.
Okay. Was it hard to like manage both?
Absolutely. A lot of sleepless days and nights. It was tough.
I
When
bet.
you first started, Olivia, were you the only one that was, when you had those first 7 clients, were you the one doing all the cleaning at the houses?
So when my mom and I were in business together, she was cleaning with me, and then she decided to step away a little bit. So then I was cleaning, and then now I have 3 other people that work for me. So now I'm not
Oh
the only
man,
one.
that's cool.
Yeah. So my schedule is way, way less than what it used to be. I clean maybe 2 times a week now. So
Right. That's cool. And what kind of, when you say you clean, like, do you do like houses or what do you do?
yeah, so right now I'm strictly residential. I was doing some commercial work, but we do weekly, bi-weekly, monthly cleanings, Airbnbs, which is one of my favorites because get to go in and do all the extra things and make everything look cute and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. And just so people know when they watch this, what's the name of your company?
it's Live Clean LLC.
Live Clean. Okay. I
In,
like
in
that.
Wausau, right?
Wausau,
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you travel anywhere outside of Wausau?
So surrounding areas, Wittenberg, Burnhamwood. So not super far yet, but I have plans to expand within the next year. So it's super exciting.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's sweet. Like what's
Yeah.
kind of your, like approach to expanding then? Like that's gotta be exciting.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out that process because, it's just me, and it's definitely, it's going to be awesome, but it's going to be a challenge, but I'm willing to do it.
Yeah. Do you feel like any of your employees would like want to like step up and help with that process or?
I think so. I have a couple people that I have in mind. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think definitely like finding a partner, whether it's a current employee or like somebody else outside, like who's willing to go start in another city. Like I think that'd be a good way to expand for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Olivia, tell us a little bit, because I know that, Justin and I, we've known you for a little bit, but why don't you tell people like how you and I met and how Justin and I and you and all met? Like, tell us a little bit about like, because I know that we used to be in business together, and then we all went through a little bit of hardship, right? But I think that's something that led us all to be in a better place now. So what are some things, you used to learn from those businesses that we had before?
Yeah. So what I learned is, the importance of communication and just being yourself. Those are some things that I've learned.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I remember when we first started, like, I mean, it was 5 years ago, right? So we were all so young, so
Yeah.
ambitious. We were ready to take over the world. No one could stop us, right? But then we kind of got slapped in the face with like some harsh realities, right? Like, when you're talking to somebody, you're going to get no's, and it's a lot harder than you think, right? So I think something that I've noticed with your business is that something that you do really well that a lot of other business owners do is just, overcoming stress, right? When stressful times hit and your back's up against the wall, I think you do a really good job of just keeping calm and just looking for the solution. I think that's a big strength that you have.
Thank you. And honestly, being told no is one of the things that's really hard, but you have to be told no to get to the right people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's
that-
for sure.
Employees and clients, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of a numbers guy, Olivia. So just, you don't have to go into crazy detail, but like explain it to me just so, people can, because I know that you're a really nice girl, and you are very nice, and I think you don't give yourself enough credit is what I'm trying to say, because I know that you're a killer in business, right? Like you're nice on the outside, but when it's down to get to business, you're a killer. Like you just get after it. So when the business first started and you had those 7 clients, what was that looking like for income? Like what was that generating you guys per month?
So for the 7 clients,
Yeah, well, like when you first started, and then, kind of talk us through like where you're at now from when you first started.
yeah. So I think when we had the 7 clients, we were just kind of doing it on the side. So we weren't really adequately charging or really thinking about that at that time. So I would say per week, we are probably making an extra 150 between my mom and I, which wasn't a lot, but we were just more so doing it for people that we knew.
Right.
And now, I make around 90,000 a year.
Yeah, wow, that's so awesome. You
Yeah.
No,
scaled that thing. You like 10x'd it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I
great.
mean, so where you 10x'd it to that, where do you see yourself in the next year? Like, what's your plan in the next year here?
I would like to double that if I can.
Double that? Nice.
Yeah.
Get yourself to a nice, comfortable 6-figure income.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. And how has that been with like, as you're scaling a business, you realize really quick there's a lot of logistics in it. Have you hired like a VA or an accountant, or have you been just doing that all yourself still?
Yeah, so right away I actually hired an accountant here in town. And she's been amazing. She takes care of everything for me now because I don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been great. She's awesome and she's helped me out a lot. Even from the
Right.
very beginning, after I established my LLC, she said, "Okay, do you have this, this, and this?" and made sure I had everything I needed. And it's been a huge help.
Yeah, dude, that's so awesome, Olivia. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Once you start making the money, you're like, oh crap, I gotta figure this out, right? I gotta get me some write-offs. I gotta get me somebody who knows what they're doing, right? Because you don't want all that stress. Your focus is on. It seems like really what you did with your business is you just focused on how do I get clients, right? How do I get acquisition? Once I get the clients, I know it'll go there. Like I know it'll grow, right? Is that kind of like how you went at it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
Olivia,
all.
real quick, I want to hop in here because I'm not sure if you have you done like much like advertising or anything like that?
On Facebook I have, but as
Uh,
far as like commercials or like advertising in general, not really. I did my first sponsorship, so I did that, which was
mhm.
super awesome. But no, it's been mainly through Facebook.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Like word of
referrals and
mouth and
stuff.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Referral.
Yep.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That
That's
is
huge.
that is huge. Like it kind of just shows you like sometimes you just got to get the ball rolling and like, like you don't need everything, all those big billboards and stuff. Like that's definitely a good thing to have down the road. But no, it's
Yeah.
awesome to see like how far you've come from, where it started. How many clients are you at now? I don't know if you
Um,
know off the top of your
I
head.
just counted. I just looked at my client roster. I'm at 63 clients right now.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Go.
Dang.
About to
Yeah.
make that. You're gonna break 100 by January. I know you will.
So
That's what I'm projecting. So yeah, I'm super excited.
So do you see like, is there like certain things that you're doing right now? Because obviously if you have 63 clients, like there's something you're doing right there, you know? Um, have you like thought about, what it's going to take to duplicate? I know we had kind of had a conversation about that, like how hard it is to, duplicate yourself because obviously, when it's your business, you really, really care about it. And sometimes you hire people that, don't take it as serious as you do. So can
Yeah.
you kind of click on like the duplication process of it? Do you know, like, have you done it much or?
Yeah, so I've done it with a few people that I have currently working for me. And I train people until I feel like they're ready, and I make sure that they know what cleaning products to use on what, because that's a big deal because you don't want to ruin someone else's property. So,
Right. Have you had that happen yet?
I haven't had that happen. There was a little bit of a horror thing that happened with one client that I had. Someone really messed up a job and I had to go back and I had to redo it, and she was really thrilled with my work, and
Mhm.
she said, "Thank you so much for coming back and making this right. I'm going to continue to tell people about you and everything." So she was very pleased.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's the
So
way to do it.
That
Be
was
kind.
definitely a nightmare.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
sometimes I
my
can.
experience, but
But sometimes that's how you get people like ranting and raving about you is when you go, when you go above and beyond. And, those are the people who they got the most mad, but they want to, tell everyone about you now because of their experience. And I
mhm.
think that's why you've done so well too with referrals, because of your high standards with your cleaning and everything like that, like the job that you do. But obviously, you were kind of talking about, you guys went through the COVID pandemic. I just wanted to touch upon that just real quick. Did you guys see, like, was there a huge Was there like a lot of challenges to that, or because most people were becoming more, I guess, hygienic and they were bigger into cleaning? Did that seem to explode your business at all?
Kind of. People were still a little bit hesitant though at first to have us come in and without masks on and everything. And people
Right,
were a bit afraid and, wanting us to use like really strong, like bleach cleaning chemicals and all
right.
these things. So yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
that's a bit challenging for sure.
Yeah, I was just curious about that.
Yeah.
Olivia, if you could hit on something real quick, I just want you to hit on this so I don't lose the thought. But I know that before you said you used to have a job, right? What did you do before the cleaning? Like, what were you doing as a job?
So I worked in healthcare. I worked in healthcare for about 5 years, and I was a personal care worker. So I
Oh,
helped.
okay.
Yeah, I worked in dementia for the last. Before I went into business full time, I was in that field of work for about 3 years.
Okay. Awesome. And so you used to be an employee and then you
Mhm.
became an entrepreneur and you're a business owner now, and now you have employees. Has that transition been like, from employee to business owner? Has that been easy? Have you found yourself where you have a high turnover rate with employees, or you usually, you wait to hire somebody until they're a good fit, or how's that transition been?
Yeah, so as far as hiring people, I'm very selective and picky with the people that I take on and just make sure that they have a good background. And because, especially, I care about having certain people in other clients' homes for safety measures as well. Um,
Right.
so, as far as that, I've been doing very well at keeping the same people for certain periods of time. And the people that work for me currently, I follow up with them. I say, you know, how is everything going? Is there anything that would help you with the job, whatever jobs that you are doing? So I'm always looking for different feedback from people too.
Yeah, that's key, right? Get feedback, because that's how you see stuff that you can't see, right?
Yeah.
You see it through their perspective. So, have you had any challenges like, letting anybody go, or any tough decisions that you've had to make when it comes to something like that?
Yeah. Actually kind of recently I had someone not react very well to me letting them go, and that was really hard. Um,
I
but
was gonna
it
say
was
it must have been pretty tough for you because I know you're, like I
yeah,
said, you're really nice, right? So you're just like you're always trying to be, the nicest person in the room. So that had to be tough for you.
yeah, it was very hard. But I had to
Right.
look out for and the best thing for my business too.
Yeah, definitely. But
That's a
yeah,
good
if
way
you
to
can
like
have
look
comfortable,
at it.
that's how you grow.
Hmm.
What'd you say, Hayden?
I was just saying, like, that's a super good way to look at it. Like, what's the consequence of me not firing this employee? It's going to hurt my business. It's going to hurt the other employees. It's going to hurt the rest of the team. I'm not going to hit my numbers, or even like maybe I won't make as much money. I can't afford rent this month or whatever it might be. I think that's like really good to recognize, and sounds like you did, which is awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely very challenging, but once I did it, I felt a lot better because I knew it was the best thing for my business to keep continuing to thrive. So
Nice. Yeah, that's a skill, right? I know Hayden and Gary. We talk a lot about Gary Vee because he's a really good guy, and that's one of the skills he talks about is sometimes he'll hire people for a six-figure position, and then 2 months later he'll let them go, right? Because it's just not working out, and that's a really hard skill to have, to like recognize that and do that right away.
mhm.
What are like the key things you look for, like when you try to find a new partner or employee?
Yeah, so I look for someone that is wanting, to clean and enjoys it, someone that's a positive person because I really care about that, someone that's going to treat my customers, my clients with respect and care and, people who are social and want to talk to people. I think that's very important as well. Pay attention to detail.
Yeah, I think those are really good. Like, I was
Yeah.
just super curious, like what you found out. It's like I've definitely seen very similar things. It's like
Hmm.
I want people who are really like passionate about what they do, because that's going to show in their work. And yeah,
Hmm.
Hayden, I think you and Olivia need to hop on a call after this. Not maybe right after, but Hayden's really good with hiring stuff, Olivia. I don't know if I ever
Yeah.
told you that. but he's got some good advice. That he could probably go for hours on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would love to hear hiring stuff because that would really help me out a lot.
Yeah, we can definitely dive into it more off of this. Like, you know, best ways to interview people, really making sure like your job posting's good, or like how to find good, you know, talent, things like that. I'm happy to go into for sure.
Stuff's important.
Yeah.
I nerd out about it, so like I'm happy to talk about it.
Hayden's already like, oh, I'm ready. Like, he's like seeing it.
Yeah.
Been waiting all day.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Olivia, so would you say, I know Wausau's a pretty big town. Do you have any other competitors other cleaning businesses that you like compete with there?
Yeah, so there's quite a few. I actually know one of my competitors very well. But we've collaborated and we've, talked and stuff. So,
Yeah.
very well. And there's other like bigger companies in the area too that are my competitors. I would say those are my biggest ones for sure. And that's Daisy Maids and that's Mary Maids.
Okay. Gotcha. What do you think, like separates you from them? Like what gives you if you were to, if I'm a client of yours and I want to go with Daisy Maids or Live Clean, like what would be the compelling argument that you would say would like kind of separates you from them?
Yeah, so as far as like the needs of the client, I always figure out exactly what they're wanting done and just, making sure that they're comfortable. I think that's what really separates me from other companies, my other competitors, because I really truly care about that a lot.
Yeah, and I've seen that. I think I touched on that even earlier, was like the way that you treat your customers, like they're not just a customer. Like when you've told me multiple stories where it's like, you actually try to become their friend or something, you're just nice to them, you treat them like a human being and not just someone you're making money off of. And I think, especially in today's economy, that goes really far, I think we lost Cody there. Oh, he's back.
No, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to plug in my computer. I didn't want it to die on us.
Thought his stuff died.
Yeah, I didn't want it to. I'm here. I wouldn't miss it for the world. All right. So Olivia, I kind of wanted to just take a step away for a second. So besides cleaning, right? I know you're into. Do you still do the powerlifting and stuff?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. So you do powerlifting that's like one of your hobbies, right?
Yep. So I compete. I actually have a competition coming up in December, and that's going to be in Appleton, Wisconsin, and that's for USAPL. So
that's okay.
Side of business, and I love it.
Yeah, you're cleaning houses 1 minute and then pumping iron after. That's cool.
My set really take me about 2.5 to 3 hours, though. They're
wow.
intense. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So what are you best at? Do you do the squat, the bench, deadlift, or you just do it all?
I do it all.
Oh, okay. Which one are you best at, or your favorite, I should say?
I would say right now my favorite is squat because it's going the best right now. So I think that one's my thing right now.
Nice. Okay. And you got a competition in December, you said?
Yep, December.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. We'll have to come out there and check it out. Appleton ain't too far from us, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's at Limitless Gym.
Okay.
Which it's a little bit smaller than the gym that I'm at, but it's awesome. And the environment, that's what I love most about it, is the environment.
Yeah.
What are there any things that you notice that, because I know a lot of us here work out and it's something that's important to us. Would you say there's something that, with powerlifting, and I know, powerlifting is a lot of energy on one lift, right? So you're really like maxing out. Are any, when you're powerlifting, are there any things that maybe correlate, or some things you take away from powerlifting or working out that you can apply in your business?
Yeah. So as far as, having the confidence, it's such a huge confidence booster. And with powerlifting, truly, it's helped me build the confidence to be able to go out and, go meet people for the first time. Because that was something that was really scary for me, to go and start doing consults with people and meeting people new, going into a stranger's home. It's really intimidating. So I think that really helped me a lot.
Yeah, and I think one thing that you kind of just hit on there was like confidence, right? And especially with powerlifting, that's a huge confidence sport, right? When you get up in front of everyone and you try to, squat as much as you can and maybe you fail, right? Now you have
Mhm.
to like recuperate yourself, and that's just like business, right? Maybe you try to get a big client and they say no, right? Or something like that. And to have that confidence is key. That's really cool that you said that.
Yeah,
That's a good
absolutely.
insight.
Have you noticed like any other benefits from powerlifting that transition over to business?
Um, so yeah, as far as the confidence goes, and just having the energy, really, because cleaning's so physically demanding, and so is powerlifting. So I mean, powerlifting has really helped me out with that a lot too. Having the energy to go out and clean, for however many hours. So
Yeah. My fiance, Lizzie, she used to clean. So when we moved to Somerset, she was cleaning with like a local company here. And at first I was like, man, like cleaning, like, and then she would come home and she'd be drenched in sweat and, like she'd be telling me, she'd be showing me the before and after pictures. And it's really, it's really hard what you guys do to make something that's really dusty to make it shine,
mhm.
and then if you miss one spot, they're going to be like, hey, what the heck, so definitely
Yeah.
you got to have some patience with that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hayden, anybody got anything else? I think this has been really good. I mean,
I wanted to circle back on the sponsorship. I've been hearing about
Yeah.
sponsorships a lot lately and never really thought about it as like a good way to get more clients. Like, have you seen results from doing the sponsorship, or like what was your experience
Yeah,
like?
like what was the sponsorship? What did you do?
Yeah, so it was actually for a volleyball team that I formed with a few friends, and we made
Nice.
or I shirts and everything. I had my name and phone number on the back. They're really cool shirts. I didn't notice and gain as much traction from that specifically. It's been more just Facebook, truly, that's helped me gain clientele.
Okay.
And so when you're gaining, don't give away all your secrets, because I know there's going to be some of your competitors watching this, but what are like, give me a little nugget. Like, what are some ways that you're getting people on Facebook? Are you posting in local groups? Are you using your main page? Do you have a live cleaning page that you use? I mean, are you doing shorts? What are you using right now?
Yeah, so I have my Live Clean page. And then I am also part of a few groups that other clients actually invited me to that I didn't even know, but they added me to these groups. But a big hit has been Wassa Moms. That's been a huge hit. And I
Mhm.
recently just posted a couple times the last couple weeks, and I gained 10 clients from that
Oh,
post.
wow.
Yeah. And that's the most clients I've gained in that short amount of time. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Great.
wow.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty cool. That's more than cool. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
so
which
cool.
crazy. Just, a
Mhm.
couple, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just, yeah, it's
You
crazy.
found the niche to market. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those little Facebook groups, we use them in what we do as well. And those little Facebook groups, they are really
They're
good
powerful.
for connecting with people online. Really
Yeah,
good.
That's
Do you
for sure.
like doing the Airbnbs?
I do. I like Airbnbs. They're pretty cool. I don't know. It's obviously it's cleaning, but also you're doing other things with it. And I
Okay.
don't know. I like it.
Do you have
Would
any
you?
like horror stories with it? The Airbnb?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. You haven't
So
had an Airbnb with Justin, Hayden, and Eric and I yet. That's why. You get an Airbnb with us, you'll be like, man, this is gonna be I'm gonna have to upcharge or something.
That's funny. Yeah, 'cause I was
Uh,
thinking like maybe that could be like your niche. Like if you like Airbnb, is you could be the cleaning company that does Airbnbs and just target hosts of Airbnb properties.
yeah.
yeah, and Airbnbs in the area have been becoming more popular too. I currently have 2 on the schedule.
That's sweet.
Could you maybe just, you don't gotta get into all detail, but what is it, can you compare? Because I know you said before you had 7 clients when you first started, right? So you're obviously doing all of those yourself. At what point did you decide this is too much for me, I need to bring on an employee? Like, what made you make that decision?
I just knew I was at a point where I was getting so much traction and I just wanted to help people. I wanted to
Mm.
continue to help people and, get people hired adequately, make sure, my bases were covered. And I just love helping people. And that's why I wanted to be able to add more to the schedule.
Yeah. So before, obviously, it was mostly like clean, clean, clean all day, right? You were probably going to like 2 or 3 houses a day type of thing. What does your schedule look like now? Like how do you run the business from more of a far away perspective?
Yeah. So do you mean like traveling or do you mean just
Like,
like,
so like, what does your day to day look like? Like, what is your day to day schedule? Because now you're not doing as much cleaning. So what are you doing to like focus on the business now?
yeah, so I'm actually able to answer more messages at more of like an adequate time, which has made a huge difference too. Because when I was out cleaning, I would get messages from people and I wasn't able to check my messages right away. So then I wouldn't be able to get back to people right away. So it's allowed more time in my day to be able to do more office things and the back end work on my business, which has been huge.
Right. And you enjoy that stuff, right? I mean, that's kind of what passion of yours. I know you are really good with that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. There's still like technology stuff I'm still learning. I'm not very proficient with it yet, but I'm learning with a few things and my website too. I'm still trying to navigate all of that, but
Okay. Yeah. No, that's awesome. And what's the name of your website?
it's livecleanllc.com.
Clean LLC. Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely add some of this to the description of the podcast too, so people can
Yeah.
check out your services. Get into
Do you have an Instagram as well, Olivia?
I have an Instagram, but it's not active right now. I don't have anything like posted on it yet. So
Oh, okay.
that,
Cool.
that'll be coming. I do have it made, but I just need to add to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know something that could be helpful for you too is because I know you're really good with, videos and pictures and social media. I know you're really good with that stuff. So I don't know if you're already doing this, but I would definitely maybe try to get like, because I know you said you get referrals a lot. So definitely like record some of those testimonies that you get from people and, do really good before and after pictures because that's something that I think could help you, take it to the next level even, take when after you take a before and after of the house and just say, oh, this could be your house, right? Or you get a client that sends you a text or a recording on a message that says, oh, Olivia was great. Her company's awesome. Definitely will be using her again because that's how you get that boost in the website, right? People start leaving Google reviews on your stuff and that's how you get that algorithm start working in your favor.
Yeah, and I actually have some before and after pictures posted on my business Facebook and then also my website too. And that's
Nice.
been posting the before and afters.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. My fiance, like I said, she used to work for the cleaning company, and when they started doing that, they definitely saw, because pictures, they paint 1,000 words, right? So it's good to show because when you say, oh, I can clean your house, right? But then you show them how immaculate it'll look, and the fridge is shining, and everything looks awesome. Then that's how you can really sell people on it, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
Hayden, Justin, did you guys have any other questions for us? I asked all my questions. Olivia, you did a great job. I've learned a lot from you. I took a lot of great notes down here, and I've definitely gained some perspective from you, and especially somebody who's an entrepreneur. You're a woman in business, which is awesome to see. And do you have anything out there you want to say for like all the power ladies that are watching this? Coming back. Do you want anything to say to them?
Yeah, just keep going. There's going to be points where it's going to feel very hard, especially being a new business owner, but just keep going. You're going to fall down a lot and it's going to be hard, but it's worth it to keep picking yourself up and keep going because yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah. Did you ever have moments when you were running the business where you thought you wanted to quit?
Absolutely. So many times.
Yeah, that's good. What kept you going? Like, what made you be like, no, I have to keep doing this?
My family,
Your family?
that's my why
Yeah.
I even, started. And, I started this with my mom and I think back to that and just like, man, I can't see myself.
Yeah, I want to
doing
hit on that. I was about to ask you, like, how proud is your mom of you? That's got to be a pretty cool feeling, right? Like, she went over to Colorado and then she's like, have fun with the little side thing. And then you're like, hey, mom, remember that side thing we started? I just quit my job. Like, man, that had to be
Yeah.
worth it right there.
Yeah, she's super proud of me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
that's so
Yeah.
That's
Love
super
it.
cool. Hopefully one day you'll have a cleaning spot out there for her. And then I know you're a family person, like you said. So, in the next couple of years, you'll be able to retire your mom and start giving back to all the things that I know you want to give back to, which is super cool.
Yeah,
So-
which was amazing. So
Yeah.
super excited.
Awesome. This has been amazing, guys. I think that's a good wrap up. Olivia, again, thank you for coming on tonight. We really appreciate that. This has been an awesome discussion. I think, like Cody said, I got a ton out of it. Everything from hiring people to, there's just so much packed in here. But yeah, thank you everyone for hopping on. Hayden, it's been awesome to see you on your birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. I hope you go out and have, I don't know if you like lobster and steak, but I hope that's what you get tonight, man.
Not quite, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah,
All right,
Olivia,
everyone.
thanks for coming on. It's been a blast. We'll
Awesome.
definitely talk soon.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Hopefully
we
I'll see
hope-
you again.
Yeah, hopefully we get you on some of these live calls, because I know these Thursday night live calls, people would love to hear from you, and I think you could get a lot out of the benefits from the group. But I know you're busy, so if you can hop on, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah,
Be super-
we're planning an in-person event for December, January, December time for Wisconsin. So we're gonna make sure you make it this time.
Yep,
Awesome.
sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be there.
Yes, awesome.
All right, y'all. Have
All
a
right,
great
guys.
night, guys.
See you
Yes.
later, goats.
Bye.
Have a good one.